Right, Ollie. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna see
Right.
this entire Bayford Meadows thing. We're not gonna spend long on practice. Um,
Yeah, 8.
I did not remember my car. Oh no, I did remember my car number. Practice. Well, when you came out the pit lane, you were in a wet race, weren't you? Right from the start.
Yeah, I was.
Was it raining
Yeah.
when you came out, or?
Um, it was like spitting. Yeah, it was like the last little drops because obviously I was on last. So, it had been raining from your session all through the other two sessions, and then by the time it got to me, the track like it stopped raining, but it was so greasy to the point where it was just hell,
Yeah.
and I couldn't control it. I couldn't deal with it.
Honest, this was a little bit greasy, and I was expecting it to be. At this point, I had only, yeah, we were used to indoor, where the carts have so much front end. Look, I'm full lock right, and the car just isn't turning the corner. This one wasn't quite like wet yet, but it just had. I think it was raining about an hour before we went no cars on track, so it just sort of got watered a bit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know how to drive this, but I ended up getting P5 in practice. 1.5 seconds off
because
pace.
because like we have it normally works on reverse championship order, but because we had no championship at that point, the 5 minute practice we get was just qualifying.
Yeah, so I was 1.5 seconds off P2 because P1 was so clear that I'm not even counting them.
Yeah.
So I was decently close. I mean, can I skip forward to like? Yeah, I had a bit more commitment to the corner, still off the pace, but D
Yeah,
final.
just...
Okay.
Oh, you were D final, but I was C.
Yeah.
I think. So it went like D, A, B, C, didn't it?
It was not for any actual reason. It's just chance. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was genuinely just chance.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, where is the star? Where am I on the grid? Ah, great internet. Great internet.
Yeah, you might have to move your Bayford thing so you could see the lights because you didn't even see them on your actual.
Yeah, I just didn't know where I was meant to be looking.
Yeah, everyone just went. You're like, oh shit.
To be fair, that happened to you though.
It did, yeah, but I was looking behind me because someone just didn't line up and was talking to a marshal, and then they just said go.
Yeah.
So,
So
someone was supposed to be like behind me, but yeah.
I mean, here I was fully expecting to be like P12, but then they just point at me, and I was so baffed. Like, how the fuck am I P5? So, why am I doing this? Why am I just looking off into the sky and then everyone just goes? I was completely not.
You can see at this point though it is raining. I saw some water specks
Yeah,
on you.
but I just was not paying attention. So I've dropped down to like P6 already, I think, which isn't. I mean, it's a bad start, but the damage limitation
The top three are just pissed off, bro. Look, if you look,
yeah,
they're gone.
Oh yeah, but yeah, oh yeah, this is P7, and I've gone wide already. It took four corners.
To be fair, a lot of corners in karting you can take relatively like flat or half throttle, but Bayford you actually had to really think about what you're doing,
Yeah.
especially at that sector there.
Even Lakeside, which is around after this, which we weren't allowed to film, that one still, they were faster karts, but we could take it probably more impressive. But this one was
it was just a fast flowing thing. It was just one fuck up and you're just gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just what Lakeside is.
Yeah. Whereas, I mean, I feel like Bayford might not be like this normally because we didn't get it full. Even in my practice, it wasn't 100% dry. But
yeah,
because I think someone in my practice, they said they came out and their car literally didn't turn because they went through a puddle coming out of the pit lane. So they basically spent the whole practice trying to dry their tyres, which is just unlucky.
Yeah, well, again with mine, like you were saying how you had to turn with the throttle.
Yeah, mine was like I needed to kick the back end out on corner exit.
Yeah, see, the kart parity was a little different.
Yeah.
Mine was not turning with the throttle. I had to turn with the brakes, so I had to like lock the brakes and like kind of force myself into a spin at every corner.
Yeah.
Hence why I spun so many times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still P7. They are gapping me up ahead, but you know, I'm holding my placement. I mean, if I skip to the end of that, yeah, I was P7 there. You know, I'm pretty sure I stayed P7 until about lap 3.
when it started actually really chucking it down.
Yeah, now you can see my camera. Yeah, these carts felt fast in pure pace.
No, they are.
But I don't actually know how fast they were. I know Lakeside were the fastest that we've driven, even now after doing round 3, because I've decided to edit this video 3 months too late.
Yes, no, Lakeside. Well, to be fair, Lakeside probably
There we
felt
go.
the fastest.
I go
due to
off
how
into
tight
the
it
mud.
is.
In the mud,
Oh,
literally. Just everyone passes. That's the.
Oh my god, you nearly took out that guy in white.
Yeah, that's the harshest. There you go, an arm round. This is so harsh in karting that it's one
Yeah.
because there's no DRS, nothing. Literally
Obviously, in rental karting as well, there are no wet tyres, so it's just slick.
all the time. It can literally
Scrubbed
be like
tyres.
puddles everywhere.
It is literally scrubbed tyres, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it can literally be like straight up like puddles, and you just get ungrooved tyres completely smooth, which is so unfair.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think anything even really. Yeah, I'm having a look. Nothing really happens for a little bit, so we're just gonna skip. There we go. Yeah, I see a person.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm actually with people now. This one, other races, I feel like I'll go through more lap by lap, but this one was so chaotic.
The guy in Flovers, guy in the Flovers suit, he's actually more on pace with us.
He was in
So I
the
battled
B5
him a little bit
race
in Lakeside.
and DNF'd.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't even know. I think because he, I think he got a penalty and just got so annoyed that he just got out of the car and just walked away, which is honestly quite funny. There we go.
That's why I'm always so careful as well. It's because I don't want to pick up a penalty.
Yeah, because at Rye House, I think it was standard penalty was a 30-second stop go.
Yeah, but at Rye House as well, I had to be very careful because it was so warm. I was just bouncing along,
Yeah,
and I couldn't actually keep my foot in it for fear of coming out. So I had to kind of like just move out the way.
Here it was super slidey, so I was trying to take the wet. Yeah, I took the wet line around there. He decided to take the normal line, so I just literally was able to power around the outside. Then I instantly go wide again, nearly off in the grass. I don't know if he actually gets the moves on me. No, it doesn't seem like it.
No, what I noticed about Bayfield is literally just one clip of the grass in the wet, and you are finished.
Well,
like a small clip of it. What my experience at Bayfield, it was literally just. Obviously, I had no experience in the wet anyway, so I realised how slow I was compared to everyone else in the wet. So I was just moving out of the way and just trying to crack the hang of it. Really.
Yeah.
I was just, yeah, it was bad for me. It was really bad for me. Where's your next spin, bro? Because I know you had a few. You did it like at the same corner like 3 laps in a row, I swear.
Yeah, I will point out what corner it was for the peoples.
It's the same corner where I beached it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out that video on the Ollie Bean channel. Well, it is on the Ollie Bean, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Obviously, unfortunately, I didn't have like my onboards and stuff.
Camera died like half a lap in. Here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's the big one.
I'm actually in the grass.
How did you not beach it?
That's what I'm saying. Is I was so lucky. Here we go. Literally, just touched the brakes. They just locked, and I just went around, just through the grass. And right behind me, there's just a barrier that I was so scared that I'd go into.
Yeah, I almost had a moment with the barrier, like because I went into a slide and I had to like sort of snap it.
Yeah,
because it was like entering onto a straight.
Generally here,
and
the barriers...
I did like a fucking 180, but managed to like save it, so I was alright.
Yeah, they had really big runoffs here, so you didn't really need to worry about the barriers. Because also they had like one tyre blocking off with the main straight to the back straight. So if you went off, you were just going onto another bit of the track, just into traffic. So
yeah.
It was in your best. There we go. I'm actually like on the inside. I don't know. This looks like it's going to end really badly for me. Yeah, I just didn't get any grip. At this point, I'm pretty sure I still have grass on my tyres as well. So it was rough.
That's alright, man. Honestly, it's the wet things happen, man. Everything goes out of the window that you know from karting when it's in the wet.
Yeah.
Really.
Even like, if like an indoor track in the coldest weather has more grip than wet outdoor.
Yeah.
Like, if we had some
But
grooves on the tyres,
also,
it wouldn't be
indoor
too bad.
karts are just so pointy on the front end. You can just save
Yeah.
anything anyway.
There we go. I'm round again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that one was a close one.
yeah.
To be fair, everybody was spinning. Like everyone
That's
was.
how I was still with people, because there were so many people off.
Yeah, and then I just had like freaking like
Oh,
super
look,
close.
there you go.
On
Look,
mine.
they literally passed me and they
Yeah.
went round.
Yep. Well, to be fair, like they had to avoid you, so they went off the wet line.
Yeah. Also,
What
I
was
thought.
one? What was one I had? Where like
There we go. I'm off
I
again.
did a. Yep, there it is. I did like a another big spin, and I ended up like in the track, and I realised, oh shit, I'm on the line, and I've got someone coming at me. They haven't
Oh,
turned, and
there's one again. A
they
nice
just
one.
started screaming.
Bro, this is so.
Bro, yeah,
The
nah,
synchronous spin.
bro. You clowned me for how much I spun, bro. I don't think you realise how much you span as well.
Especially in these middle laps. Because
Yeah,
this
well, to
is.
be fair, it is like chucking it down.
So my one was sort of like, we went out dry, race start, it started spitting, and then it stopped raining, and then it started again.
Yep.
So I couldn't even just get used to one. I had to constantly switch, which just made it so fucking long.
Yeah, mine was just lock the brakes and turn and hope for the fucking best because it was not turning when I was booting the throttle for it. The understeer that I was getting was mad.
And I'm not going to sit here and watch every single spin because we will be here for like 17 hours. But okay, there we go. This looks like I'm having a battle.
Well,
Right.
Oh.
Oh, I think he just straight up got such a banging exit.
Yeah, he just smoked you there, mate. Yeah, no, he just got smoked.
Also, I fully thought that that guy in front of me was like a like a early 20s like female. Turns out it's just an old man. I have no clue why. Maybe it was a race suit with Tigger on it. I don't know. Yeah, look.
Oh no, he's very quick.
Well, that guy in front.
Yeah.
Oh, I was battling with
Ryhouse, he
him.
was incredibly quick.
I was battling him. He was one of the guys that I was with the entire race.
Yeah, Ryhouse, he was incredibly
Until like
quick,
the
man.
final 5 laps where I got caught up in too much of a battle with someone else that he was managed to break away. But I was in front of him for a lot of it. And my defense was mainly against him because he was other ones I could kind of keep in front of pace. Him, I was actually having to fight a lot. Like, I was having to close the door sometimes where it may have been a little bit dangerous, but I didn't get penalties. It's all good.
Well, yeah, on technical karting rules, you don't actually have to leave space, but you really should.
It's a sort of, they have to be in F1. If you sort of stick a wheel up, then you get some space. In karting, you basically have to be like you nearly in front to get some space.
Yeah.
You have to get to that point where you probably, if they don't leave space, then you're both going to die. So it's in their best interest. Oh, looks like I've actually caught up with some guys again. Oh, look at this. Double overtake, and I spin.
I mean, you got past one, but
I got a little bit ambitious.
happens, doesn't it?
See, these overtakes look so slow just because they are. What? I mean, we were averaging like 28 miles an hour versus in the dry, in the practice it was like 40 miles an hour. Like it became so much slower.
Yeah, but it was slower but harder to control because of the wet.
Oh yeah, the best lap times got set on lap 2, and then they just didn't get beat after that. Like, oh, that's just.
Yeah, next time we go to Brayford, bro, I'm praying that it's dry, but I'm also praying that I don't get cut.
Because I did like some laps in the semi-dry, more dry than this, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
In the wet though, it just aids. I mean, I might go to a winter karting series over Christmas time to basically practice wet with racing.
Yeah, I think I might do the Brighton one.
Yeah. So basically, oh, okay, and we're in. So basically, my thing,
Well,
I ended up finishing last because I had a late spin that dropped me. I was fighting with two people pretty much that entire time. There was like one more person that I was fighting for a fair while, but they managed to sort of lock in and fly away.
yeah. Also, the early parts of my video, I showed like a little compilation of you, so feel free to put that in there
Yeah.
or show that.
Mine, yeah. I mean, I'm the red here. You can see. I mean, I dropped down a lot, and then it was literally just us three sort
Yeah.
of swapping around. My lap. I mean, am I red again? I don't even know what I am. Yeah. So I ended up only getting lap once, which actually I thought that was pretty good. 2 seconds off the fastest lap, but again, that was done when it was still dry. So even though I dropped 7 positions, I feel like that
Yeah.
actually turned out as for our first
You
one.
always leave. You always leave your camera on, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh.
well, I can't turn it off. So
Oh,
I
can you
feel
not?
like no, I can't see the button.
Ah.
So I feel like that went as good as it possibly could have gone. Uh, and
Like, where am I, bro? Where am I? Wait.
if you want to see you,
I should be on there somewhere.
yeah, you're gonna
You come up
be
to me.
right here. Look at the boy. Look at the
Where am I?
boy.
Oh, there I am. Oh, bloody hell.
You just told me just how many times I spun. I was like, I know.
Yeah, bro.
They don't need to inform
little,
me.
little did I know.
Wait, your video will be. Is your video out?
My video is up. Yeah, my video is up. So is my lakeside one, actually. To be fair.
You know what? Just as a little bonus end, but we're
Yeah.
gonna have a look. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're 17 minutes into this current video. I have time to have a look.
Hey.
Oh, look, I got halfway through watching. I got bored.
Aye.
All right, how you guys been here? Welcome to the.
Oh, it's me. Look at me, Power Ranger.
That's me. What the fuck? Okay. 6 minutes in, and we're only just getting on track. Okay, yeah. So here are some clips of me on track. Because you just kind of sat there and filmed whilst you sat there and filmed my misery.
My misery was way worse. Oh, look at me.
Was it just you just shaking, bro?
I don't know, bro. I like editing, innit?
Did you actually put any enemy spinning?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
shit.
there he is. Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, that's Pete. That's Pete. That's Pete.
Yeah, no, that was great, bro. Cause I saw
Look,
and
look,
I
look, look, look.
recorded me as you did it. Oh, ballerina, man.
It's where I'm just going sideways, and you can just see me get fucking angry. I'm just looking down, just in
Yeah,
disbelief of what I've just done. Pretty sure that was like after I'd spun like so many times already. Right, let's have a little look at your. I think this is you, Carton.
Oh,
I believe for that one because that seems to be the one I'm following.
oh, there he goes.
Oh, where's? I want to show the viewers you getting beached. Oh, that's it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So this was the corner I spun and I went off. And yeah, same thing happened to you, although you were just kind of just stuck. Here we go. Here's you having a little spin.
Oui.
So there's a curb here. It doesn't look high, but it comes up from basically where the cart starts, pushes the rear up
Yep.
off the ground. Also, the grass dips down where it's so wet, which then means you just could not
Yeah,
get out.
I hit it at literally the last minute.
Also, we aren't filming on like an iPhone 2. This is like zoomed in like 20 times.
Yeah. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back.
Everyone just shitted themselves.
But generally, I was trying to like get it out. I was stuck on the curb. My wheels were not up, and everyone else was struggling out in the wet conditions as well. But yeah, I beached it. So there's me waving like, help me! And it actually pulled out a safety car from the marshals, which swiftly went back in after that guy spun out and smacked
Absolutely
me. That
clobbered
really
him.
hurt my ribs. But at least it unbeached me. So, you know, great success. I don't know what would have happened if I couldn't get it unbeached.
Well, I can't answer that question. I saw some guy in what was it? I think it was C final practice. They went off, they lots at the rear here, then spun right into the left, went into this barrier and they were stuck there. They ended up getting a marshal out. The safety car had to come out and literally get the driver out, and they had to both carry their car off back onto track because it was just fucked.
And what I noticed
So,
as well around here was
it
the
was
curbs
not
were-
great.
The curbs were killers, man. The curbs were killers here. But I'm
Jesus, we're up to 8 spins.
Yeah, and I was just explaining about how that guy in your practice
Mhm.
locked up at the same corner that you just beached the car, but then went right into the left, so I ended up in a barrier, and then the safety car had to come drag him out.
Yes, he did. But also, there was actually one more spin in there that wasn't filmed. Thankfully, right? Because what happened?
After like 8 spins, I was like, yeah, I'm not filming no more.
No, because what happened, right? There was, bless her, man. Because this, I spun, but I spun right on the racing line, and I was backwards, right? So then I went to I saw her coming, so I went to. She started screaming, so I went to move, and then she moved. And luckily, thankfully, as I moved, she moved the other way and avoided it, bro. But she just came at me, just going.
Yeah,
It was very bad.
it was like very eventful one. Yeah, so we've done Bayford, Lakeside. I don't know whether just to go over Lakeside quickly now,
I mean, you can do. I mean, I've got a video of it.
because there's not really much footage of it, but
I mean, you can just use mine if you want.
you know what? Yeah, I'll watch your video and then sort of just explain my side of it, because we were in the same race.
We were.
Right, so this is now round 1 and 2 going over it.
And 1 and 2. Oh,
Oh, that is me. Crazy work.
that is you.
We felt like
Yes.
Lauder and Hunt, and then both
Come on.
came like
Alonso Vettel.
bottom 5. But that's not the point. Bro, why did I have
Yeah.
like such terror in my eyes? I look like I wanted to kill you, bro.
I don't know.
No, I wish this picture wasn't as
Oh, look
blurry,
at that.
because then it could be fire.
Yeah, to be fair, it would be. But, I mean, you could put it in like a clear up thing, and it might clear it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I've already done it, and it is clearer, but
Yeah. Why are my eyebrows so furrowed, bro? What the... Bro, bro.
I did look so angry. Like they're just trying to take a picture of you, bro.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Why do I look so scared,
I
bro?
was really
Look.
checking out the cart. To be fair, when we
I
were
look
starting
terrible.
1-2.
I look terrified, bro.
Right, okay, this is race start. 5 lights go out. Luckily, this track actually had normal light system.
Yeah.
I'm bouncing along.
That guy behind you was such a good start.
Yeah. I get to keep my
See
lead
there, right?
until
He
turn
passed
4.
me, but I ended up fighting it back, and I got back past him.
Yeah.
I wish I had that on footage, because I pulled off like quite a nice fight back. It was really cool.
Yeah. I managed to
But in
lead for a
doing
minute.
that, you gained a gap because I was fighting with the people behind me.
I got to lead for like a full lap, so that's something.
And then that hairpin over there, I ended up going a little bit wide, and it allowed like 2 people through.
It's so harsh in these karting races.
And then in a second, if you just let the volume play, you'll hear me explain what happened to me.
I love how fast this looks.
It looks
And
so
I
good.
Well,
actually
because most
lost
most
two
kart
positions
tracks,
there. I
cameras
ran
don't really
wide as a
let it
hairpin
justice.
and
Yeah,
dropped down to P4.
just let it
as you
cook.
can
Just
see.
let it cook.
But here, I'll stop it right here. Now, unfortunately, this is where I did make some contact. Basically, the way this track is,
Human
it's
DRS
like
from
a
Ledgeman, bro.
chicane
Sorry.
after this
Yeah.
long straight, and I ended up getting. Well, I ran wide a little bit. I took a dodgy line on entry, ended up running wide a smidge. Someone chucked it up the inside and made some small contact.
I went
with
off
me,
the
but it was
T-bone
enough to
someone,
sort
bro.
of, like, send me off. And coming in, I wasn't able to slow down the kart fast enough, and someone cut across the inside as they were going wheel to wheel.
No, yeah, it was really
know,
bad because like
and
I went wide
basically,
and I
ended
took
up
a dodgy line
clipping
into it
them
anyway,
on the
which I
rear,
shouldn't have
which is
done. But
really
then
unfortunate, and
Yeah.
someone chucked up the inside and made the smallest contact, which was enough to send me off. And coming back on, I couldn't slow it down hard enough, and someone was wheel to wheel with, so they took the inside, and I just ended up hitting them. And yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
I mean, how did you drive this track? Because you actually, so even though I had a better overall position, generally a better race, but you had a faster 1 lap pace. So how did you actually drive your lap?
Well, I don't really know what to say. I was losing time on the slow corners, but it's again due to how light I am. I was flying down the straights.
Yeah, I wish I'd got on board because
Look.
I could that like down the straight. I would close if I fucked my lap. I'd just close all the gap.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
This is our race. There we go. This is our race.
Yeah, like if you look at the 1 lap pace, I was significantly faster than the people in front of me. It's just
What was I?
with what happened, it's a little bit annoying because I was on for a very good result.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's just a shame.
I mean,
So mine, obviously, it's flat through here, flat through this turn 1. Then I was sort of just blip the brakes, flick it.
Yeah.
Again, then slowly down, back on the accelerator. Then I found near the end, I've really had to boot the brakes, kick the rear end out, sort of drive a bit like an indoor.
Yeah, for those two
launch out
hairpins, I
here.
had to like boot the brakes and slowly come onto the throttle
Yeah.
a little bit because that's the first time where I noticed I can actually come out the car because I
Here-
almost did.
Here, I can't remember. I don't think I needed to use the brakes because you didn't really get up to speed again enough to need to use your brakes a lot. But then, yeah, then it's flat. This corner's flat, but it's horrifying.
Yeah.
This one's flat, but it's horrifying. You have to use all the curb, every last inch of it. But
Yeah, all of that is flat coming up to the next
basically,
the last
this
hairpin.
hairpin to here is flat, but it's difficult to keep it flat. You have to get the perfect racing line to have it flat. It's difficult. So all of this is flat. I gained a lot of time on my opponent here, like through this section, because I don't think they were taking that flat there. So I was able to get a slightly better exit then the slipstream and everything. Then I sort of tapped on the brakes just a little bit and then sort of coasted through, took a wider line to be able to get a nice exit out to launch past the opponent when I was battling. And then that's sort of the lap that I took to
I wasn't able to slow down the kart fast enough.
What did you go over here?
Ellis have way more experience than me and Ellis. And for most of
There's
these
everyone
tracks
coming
on the
through, and then
calendar,
there's Bino after letting the guy through. I let that guy through, and here comes Bino.
Yeah.
So T-boned him.
Up the top, where actually show what I can do betting. There was actually somewhat.
Shots were really cool, though. To be
Yeah.
Betting. There was
I wish we could have it on board.
The first hairpin where I actually.
I don't know, man. I wish I could have recorded it, but
because it was quite bumpy. I went a little. I took a bit too much curb.
It was so good how I managed to like battle the guy back who jumped me off the line as well. But in doing that, you kind of create a gap because I had to fight instantly. I got it put on me instantly.
I'll go over. I mean, in my first lap, obviously got a nice jump. The guy that jumped you. He overtook me because I went wide. He was in front.
Yeah.
I got to about. So if this hand is him, this is me. I'm on the inside. I got about that far. I got about that side alongside. Probably not kind of enough to kind of be entitled to room, but also not too much. I straight up just dived it, and then
right.
he turned in.
Well, that's why you got no room, bro.
And then he turned in. we both made contact. I kind of loaded his side pod. He went wide. I went flying off. It was technically legal because the marshal just kind of looked at me and I got nothing. So clearly it wasn't too bad. But it was one of those ones that was a little bit like maybe we shouldn't have done that. But
Yeah, it's fine.
I was looking out for the ABC sign. I was like, if I get it, I will hand it back. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue it because it was kind of criminal. But yeah, so you dropped
Well,
down
no,
to
because
P4.
I spun someone out because of what happened.
Yeah,
I had to give that back.
Yeah.
Like I had to literally slow down, wait for him to turn his ass around, and then get past me.
Whereas I just wait until I get a sign. I'm like, nah, mate, didn't do it. Until they've told me off, I'm like, nah, I didn't do it. Don't know what you're on about. Like,
No, my mum was so blatant, bro. Like he went right around. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, you dropped down to P4 lap 1. Then I dropped down to P5 by lap 2, and you were last. And then I dropped down to P9,
oof.
then P11. Then I sit in P11 for a very long time until I jump back up to P8. Because also, lap 7, the entire
lap 10,
podium,
like the leaders just fucking just died.
the entire podium all went like 4 wide through this corner and just killed each other. So we're all off in the barrier.
Yeah.
So I got up.
That is a really
some
good map
places.
that I found, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good map
And then
that I
I'm sort of sitting there. I lose some positions. Then who am I even? Because I was battling a lot. I think it was Danny Martin. Yeah. You can literally see if you have a look through here. We're literally just swapping positions a lot.
Yeah.
And then I managed to just sort of learn. But at this point, so I started to sort of learn the track by about lap 20, but then once I got to like 29, that's where I got the track down and I was able to just gap him. I mean, what's the gap? He's 3 attempts back, and I'm literally just building it.
But also, I was also battling with Danny.
Yeah, I literally just started gapping him there. And I was going faster than the car in front, but I was too far back, I think. Yeah, I was like 4 seconds off. No, 9 seconds off, so there was nothing I could really do. I did not have enough pace. I'd like a 10th on him. Yeah, so we don't really have much footage from Lakeside, but it was a very fun race.
I stretched it to 10 minutes. I made it work.
I mean, to be fair, we've been talking about that for 15 minutes, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to make a whole new video on Bright House because that one's a full onboard and everything where I was battling the entire time, so I don't want to skip over stuff too much.
Yeah,
Otherwise, this video would go to like 2 hours long.
Bino almost died.
Yeah, I want to see you on board for that. I want to see you nearly perish. Okay, so thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and peace.